2 years, my reporting has been banned from this platform. Thank you, Elon Musk, for spending $44 billion so independent journalists like myself can no longer be silenced. I am so grateful. She came back very classy. Savannah Hernandez is a living legend journalist, and this is it. What was so dangerous that got her yeeted from Twitter? Americans singing the national anthem. I guess those are the hateful MAGA group that everyone's been telling me about. There has been a break. One of my favorite shows, the first couple seasons of Prison Break was unbelievable.
Better be open, bro. We're in it.
And that's what it feels like here right now. Via Benny Johnson, in the past 4 days, Twitter has freed the Babylon Bee, Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, Don Dada, ALX, Project Veritas, James Lindsay, Mike Morrison, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Savannah Hernandez, Juanita Broderick is back, and more. Who's next? Why does this matter? Well, I'll tell you why it matters. Well, it's not just for the memes. We know a lot of B-list celebrities are leaving. That's good. There's a purge. There's a cleansing. Inauthenticity is not rewarded. They are making a dramatic exit. A lot of people are saying you don't have to announce your exit, just leave. That applied to Jack White, no longer on Twitter. So you gave Don Dada his Twitter platform back. Absolutely disgusting. Bye, Fee. That's a defeatist attitude. Don't get me wrong, the memes are memorable, the memes are powerful. If you're just listening, this is Star Wars, this is politics in 2022. Darth Vader telling Princess Leia, you are a fascist and your words are violence.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Do you think that the government and those in charge who work with Twitter and they work together factually, we know that for a fact, do you think they would still have banned Babylon Bee? The left owning every single institution? And the one weakness, the bow and arrow finds it, one billionaire that likes memes. Elon had the process starting before Babylon Bee, from what I looked at, but let's not get that in the way of a great story. With this tragic incident that happened in Colorado Springs, listen to how they react on mainstream media. They're blaming these people for the tragic incident in Colorado Springs on TV. National security analyst.
From Lauren Boebert to Tucker Carlson, let's get it out. Let's get it out at trial. Let's expose it for what it is, name it and shame it.
Let's get it out at trial.
Let's expose it for what it is, name it and shame it. He's a consumer of these people, and those people should face civil consequences from the...
Oh, so it starts with civil. Why not criminal, Mr. Security Expert? They're just trying to do the slow boil. That's why Twitter's important.
Should face civil consequences from the victims. The other thing they want to deny is not only the safe harbor, but the way we resolve this. And by that, I mean, you asked earlier, how do we put a stop to hate? Well, one of the things you would normally do is teach young children in school, here's what race is about.
The author goes on to say, whiteness is a bad deal. It always was. Dude, we can see your ponytail. I'm not really sure. I don't understand that part of the book as much, but maybe one of you can explain it to me.
Yeah, I do need to explain it to you. It's the devil is what they're showing. That's an important part of the book to know. The pointy tail is the tail of the devil.
Teach young children in school, here's what race is about.
Associating whiteness with the devil.
Here's these other people over here who may seem different to you. They have a different orientation.
Hi, my name's Az and I'm a preschool teacher. Recently we started wearing pronoun pins and the kids get to pick a new pronoun pin every day. We have some that pick like she, her every single day. And we have some that change it up. And I'm a preschool teacher.
So now we're justifying to do that. Now you have to teach it in schools. Okay. Opinions. You have to teach opinions as fact in school.
But you know what? Increasingly, states are saying, no. You can't talk about race or say the word gay or teach anything
No, you can say those things. You just can't make your opinion a fact. That's what you can't do. That's what we won't let you do.
in school.
I'm going to end with this. I'm grateful for Elon for freeing some of those who were unconstitutionally censored. But there are a lot of plebs like myself out there. I'm not banned, but plebs, like me, people who don't have millions of followers or people who have millions of followers to speak on their behalf and bring light to their situation. Like friend of the show, Black Pegasus.
Question, they only scratching the surface, going deep in the furnace. I live in the fire, defeat who I'm versing, my only desire.
Still banned on Twitter for some nonsense, and all these people are getting let out. So it feels good, but we're in a bad place still. We're not in a good place. This is why it's important, though, that they're let out. We got baby steps in the right direction. That is a good thing. However, nobody knows where this is going outside of Elon, so we have to keep pushing him in the right direction. There are no terms of service on Twitter anymore other than Elon's mood, which still makes things better because the terms of service before was whoever the hell was in charge, their mood. Elon is buying us time. We have more time now because of Elon. I'm grateful for that. But the situation is not much better. If Elon Musk were to not be involved with Twitter at this moment, everything's up for grabs again. So he bought us time to get this, and I'm going to end with why it's important. We bought us time to get this together. We need constitutional protection. That's unlikely, but if we were to do a convention of states, that would be my number one thing. Ask Robert Barnes how to write it. I don't know how to write the constitutional amendment, but we need that protected. Doxing should be illegal, if the information is not public, and you should be protected. These companies should not be able to ban you, the person. They should not be able to take down content that is not a violation of the First Amendment, all that type of stuff. It shouldn't really be that hard. We need a system that doesn't depend on a benevolent oligarch. That's what we have right now still. Texas House Bill 20, HB 20, is in that realm. This is going to get to the Supreme Court, and I think it is going to be upheld, and hopefully that starts a spiral movement. Captain Coyote says, as far as Elon goes, at least we're seeing 2 steps good and 1 step bad at this point, opposed to 3 light year steps bad. Absolutely, I agree. Elon has been more positive than not, but we cannot let our guard down, and I'm disappointed MAGA hasn't made this a bigger priority. How does a populist movement overcome being outspent by $800 million in a midterm? That's how much the GOP, not much less MAGA, was outspent in the midterm. We're looking at almost $1 billion outspent. How do you overcome that? That's how Trump was outspent by 330-something mil, I believe, in 2016. You let the people speak. Getting better at ballot harvesting type activities makes sense, but that's not going to overcome $800 million being outspent by damn near $1 billion. I hope nobody is under the impression that getting better at, I'm not saying specifically just ballot harvesting, but those type of activities, forgetting about winning the battle of ideas. You saw Katie Hobbs versus Carrie Lake. It's not about winning the battle of ideas. It's about getting the ballots into the voting precinct to be counted. That process is important, but that's not going to solve anything because you're already getting outspent. They can beat you at that game. They're already beaten at that game, and ballot harvesting activities are far more expensive for MAGA, and they're already being outspent. So you can reallocate, but that's obviously not going to be the answer. I'm a little disappointed that MAGA has not made it a bigger point to talk about the First Amendment. That should be the number one thing. You do these hearings and all these investigations, you can't lose track of, you want to convince the people that there has to be some type of protection, not for the government on First Amendment. That's what they want to do. Amy Klobuchar and others, they want to protect the government's interests on these platforms. MAGA, the number one thing MAGA, and that's not, I'm obviously on YouTube, that would help me. That's not why I'm doing that. I'm doing it because it will help us culturally and politically to be able to have the same stuff that's happening on Twitter on all the platforms. That changes the whole political landscape. They're doing these great kind of context check. They call them community notes on Twitter. I did a video on it. Wall Street Journal just got community noted on Twitter. They're not going to be doing this nonsense very much longer because they're getting checked. That's not a safe haven for inauthentic nonsense. So let's let's make sure that is the top priority. That's how you overcome being outspent. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, I do have to make sure that I get my grift game right. If you want to support the channel, I have to get my grift game right. Got the shirts in early, got the shirts, sweaters, t-shirts just in time for Christmas. And it's not Thanksgiving yet, but have yourself a Merry MAGA Christmas. Get your grift game right.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Please like, subscribe, and comment.